Hi everyone. I figured I would just hop on really quick today because I'm in the middle of another project and that's how I do these lives. Um, I thought I would show you a really cool video on tinting your tough coat with your paint color. So the product that I'm going to be using today is sorry, I'm so itchy, like allergies or something. So I'm going to use the Fusion's Tough Coat. And what's recommended is that Tough Coat that's Fusion Mineral Paint's extra top coat. Like, we usually suggest to use that over light colors because if you were to use it over a dark color, it could streak. So now, or get cloudy. So what we're doing today is I'm going to show you how to fix that. So Fusion Mineral Paint has a built-in top coat. Everybody knows that. So there is really no need to add an extra top coat unless you really, really want to, because it's durable on its own. But I'll tell you when I do this. So I will add Tough Coat on top of like kitchen cabinets. I will add it on top of dining tables if I have a painted dining table. So any of those areas that are really something that gets high traffic, it just makes it a lot more wipeable. And to be honest, I do it in my house with certain things because I just don't want to get mad if one of my people throws something on something I just painted and it nicks it up. Because, you know, if you're throwing keys or something on a kitchen table, or in this case, I'm gonna work on these little end tables. End tables take a beating a lot of times. So again, usually over dark colors or even mid-tone colors, Fusion suggests to use like one of the SFOs, the stain and finishing oils, which works out great. But this time I just wanted to show you how you can get away with it with Tough Coat. So again, like we said, over a dark color, and I'm going to show you that if I could move this. So a dark color meaning today I've painted some end tables in chocolate, the top of it in chocolate, and the bottom is in the new color cashmere. Let me know if you could see that so that I know I have my camera tilted the right way. So normally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, I probably wouldn't use Tough Coat over this, because if you're a beginner and you're not painting furniture all the time, if you use a heavy coat of Tough Coat over this, it could get cloudy and like murky, and then it would make you feel like you don't really like it. But there is a way to beat that. Now, many people can do it easily with just the Tough Coat over top of, thanks Jen, good, I'm glad you could see. Many people can achieve the look with Tough Coat over top of a dark color, but it just takes a lot of practice. So I'm going to show you how, if you're like me and sometimes you have a heavy hand, how I fix this so that I know it's going to come out perfect. I don't have to like cross my fingers and hope that there's no streaks or it didn't get cloudy, and it's really easy. So like I said, I hope you can see the color, but I have the garage door open because it's finally a little bit cool outside and it's not really hot. So this is chocolate. The bottom color is the new color cashmere, and I'm gonna tint it. I'm gonna tint my Tough Coat with chocolate. Okay, so if you watch me at all, you know I paint a lot, so I always put my paint into these bottles called FIFO bottles, and that's because I'm constantly using the paint and it just squeezes out easier. So, but I am using this color chocolate to tint my Tough Coat. Okay, so, and here's how much I do this. I always keep like a batch where I pre-mix it. So, yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little Dixie cup and I'm going to add a little bit of chocolate paint into there. So let me see if you could see how much is in there. It was literally just a squirt. So you don't want to use more than like 20%. You don't want to do that. You're just adding a tiny bit. And then, let me see, I'm gonna add Tough Coat to that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the side. And hold on, because I got a little bit of a piece of dried paint in there. So let me get that out, because we don't want that. And then I wanna wipe off this little stick on my apron. Okay, so with Tough Coat, the important thing is, and Fusion will tell you to roll it. You don't want to shake it because you don't want to introduce bubbles to it. And this really goes for like the matte finish, because the matte finish is the one that will give you the clouding. The glossy finish won't do that over a dark color. I have not had that problem, so if you have, let me know, but I don't. That has not happened. And can everybody still see what I'm doing? Is it kind of, I don't want it to be awkward, like the angle. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with this color. So I'm just gonna, I always open up the top of my Tough Coat to be sure that I'm not, that I wanna make sure it's mixed really well, because the Tough Coat matte has a matting agent in there which could settle to the bottom. So you wanna make sure that that's all mixed up really well. So I'm mixing it really good with a little stir stick or something. And then I'm gonna add that to my little Dixie cup filled with about just a squirt of paint. So I'm gonna say, really just like a teaspoon or a tablespoon, you can eyeball it. And then I'm just gonna add it in there. Do you see how much I'm adding in there? So I'm filling up almost that whole cup. Let me see if you can see. Do you see how much is in there? And then I'm gonna stir it again. Oops. And I just splattered Tough Coat everywhere. And then you'll see that my Tough Coat actually looks brown. See how I did that? And I can do this with any color. Ash, midnight blue, whatever. I can use this. With any of those dark colors, it works great. So then I'm just gonna get myself one of these little throwaway Tupperware containers. I'm gonna pour it in here. And I've made way more than I needed to, but that's okay, because I'll just pour it into my pre-made stuff. So you just wanna make sure, I'm gonna mix it around really good. Again. Then I'm gonna take my Fusion applicator pad. Let me just move this here a little bit. Move you up. Wrong way. Okay, so the Fusion applicator pad. And I'm gonna defuzz this, like I always tell you, take the fuzz off with like some duct tape. And I'm going to dampen it. I'm just gonna dampen it, and then I'm gonna wring out all the water. So this is already done, so that you didn't have to watch me do that. So this is already damp and ready to go. And I'm just going to dip my applicator pad right in there. And you see, that's the tinted Tough Coat now. And then I'm just gonna apply it over top of the table. Let me get you a little bit closer here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna apply it. And I wanna make sure that I'm doing this kind of quick, and I'm not going over the area multiple times, because this dries really fast. I'm gonna get off all drippies on the side. I'm gonna get underneath here. And once you put that coat on, don't worry if you covered it all or not, because you can do a second coat, and you might see a little bit of an area where it's not coated, but that's okay. Never try to get your Tough Coat on in one coat, do 2 coats. And that's pretty much that. So like I said, I thought this was a pretty good, quick little issue to solve for people. Does anybody have any questions? And I'll show you what the finished product looks like, because I have one that's already done. Let me just show you what that looks like. And no streaks. I had to paint this tabletop, these tabletops, because I was sanding it down, and you can see it's like a veneer top. They're oak, but this was a veneer on the top. Really solid piece of furniture. But what had happened was I got a little too lively with my sander, and I went right through the veneer. Happens a lot, so that's when I use chocolate often as paint, because I really wanted to stain these, but that can't happen now because I had to patch it up with some wood putty. You can't even see that now. Just a really small, like dime size spot. So, but I really like chocolate on the top. I think it looks nice. So, and this is what it'll look like wet. You see how maybe I missed a couple spots? You can see that and it's starting to dry a little bit, because this will dry fairly quickly. And then I want to wait about a good, I always wait a good, oops, sorry. I always wait a good 12 hours in between if I paint something and then I top coat it, because I don't want to reactivate that paint. And so sometimes that could happen, especially with all the humid weather we've been getting around here. So like I said, that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, that would be great. So I hope that helped. I get a lot of people asking me about, how to use Tough Coat and stuff like that. And when I tell them to tint the Tough Coat, they kind of get a little lost. So it's really that easy. It's nothing difficult. It's nothing, but it could be like a game changer, because like I said, sometimes if you add Tough Coat over top of a dark color, it could get cloudy and streaky, and that would make you want to paint over top of it again. And that's fine too, you can do that, but this is just an easy quick fix for that. Like I said, I've used it with ash, I've used it with chocolate, coal black, midnight blue, all of those colors will work perfect for it. And that's it. It's that quick, that simple, that easy. And this is great for if you want an extra added protection, because you have people in your house that throw things on your painted furniture. Happens a lot. And sometimes when you're selling furniture, you don't know what people are going to do. But end tables, people put a lot of drinks, they put heavy lamps and things like that on. So I'll probably do maybe 3 coats of this Tough Coat over top of these end tables, and then I'll feel confident that they're gonna hold up really well. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks, have a great day. Bye.